Luck has always been an interesting concept. Google defines luck as success or failures apparently brought by chance rather than one's own actions. At most, it's viewed as this mystic force that brings good fortune. We've all seen those tweets and Instagram posts that are like for good luck, ignore for bad. Luck also seems to be viewed as both completely randomized, picture a struggling family winning the lottery, as well as this divine gift bestowed on one at birth. You could probably envision a celebrity or someone you know who seems like all their stars were perfectly aligned their entire life, and thus luck has put them in the position they are at. Regardless, it's an idea that is ingrained in our culture and subscribed to by many. It also tends to be used to easily explain the circumstances of an individual. I want you to answer this for me. Would you consider Elon Musk lucky? After all, he was born into a wealthy South African family due to his father owning an emerald mine. What about Jeff Bezos, who has literally stated, Amazon is one of the lotteries I've won? What about me? Did I get lucky that James, the YouTuber I work for, decided to move to Houston, hired me, I was able to quit my job and have more free time to pursue my own channel? He had me on his podcast, which gave me a little base following to build off of. I'm currently reading The Millionaire Fastlane, and there's a page in here that discusses billionaire and owner of the Dallas Mavericks, Mark Cuban, and how he is no stranger to being told that he just got lucky. Mark remembers how people attributed his success to luck. Lucky to sell his first company, lucky to make money trading in the technology boom, and lucky to sell his company to Yahoo for $5.9 billion. You're probably accustomed to someone you know or even yourself saying things like, "This always happens to me, man. Every time things start going good, something bad has to happen. Why is it always me? I am so unlucky." People like this manifest the very reality of misfortune that they whine about all the time. Imagine if after lots of hard work, luck, you become extremely successful and finally buy your goal car, a Ferrari. A few weeks later, you're driving around in your new car and you start to notice, oh, there's a Ferrari, a Lambo, a McLaren, an Aston Martin. And you're wondering, did 1,000 other people in your city get a supercar the same time you did? No, it's just now you are hyper-focused on supercars and thus much more susceptible to noticing them. One's belief that they are misfortunate causes them to notice every single little adversity, further cementing their belief and limiting their potential and success. Because if they believe they're unlucky, they're much less likely to go out there and take risks, chase dreams, open themselves up to opportunity by putting themselves out there. So then why would they adopt that doctrine? Because it's an excuse. As long as they believe that they're a magnet of misfortune, they can cope with their current circumstances and retract any responsibility for themselves. Now, I'm not dumb. I'm fully aware that the country you're born in, your family's financial situation, having any physical or mental predispositions are completely out of your control. But that's the thing. It's out of your control. People have unfair advantages and disadvantages, but life is unfair. I would rather embrace adversity as something that strengthens me rather than waste mental energy fretting over it. The famous Stoic Marcus Aurelius states, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." So is luck even real? Was it luck that got me that first videography job because the person that hired me just so happened to work out at the gym that I worked at? Or was it more from the process of me never giving up on my dream of being a YouTube creator, dropping out of college, moving 300 miles away from home to pursue it, filming, editing, and putting out YouTube videos that I would be happy if they got 100 views, and stepping out of my comfort zone to offer my services to someone, which led to James taking interest in me and eventually hiring me as an editor, allowing me to quit my job at the gym. So is luck real? Yes and no. Because first we need to alter its definition. It's not this magic, mystical force that grants fortune and misfortune that so many seem to view it as. Rather, luck is simply probability, and probability can be influenced. Like I said earlier, I had no control over the fact that James decided to move to Houston. However, everything that I did put me in the position for that opportunity to occur. Watch this carefully. Now, I had no bearing if a gust of wind came in and hit the bottle or if an earthquake happened as it landed. However, clearly my effort in flipping it was extremely impactful on the probability of it landing. Can I borrow this? Process creates events that others view as luck, and thus luck is a product of process. To create luck, engage in processes that move probability from nothing to something. Now that we have our new perception of luck, it's no longer something that can excuse someone dwelling in inaction due to the fact that they're unlucky or waiting for a lucky break. If you don't play, you can't win, so we must increase probabilities through the process of action. Also, for anything good that happens in your life, whether completely manifested by you, completely manifested by chance, or anything in between, be grateful. At least for me, practicing gratitude is one of the best things that someone can do for their mental health. Also, it makes you a little less of a dick. And for the bad, if it's out of your control, be stoic. Don't dwell on it. Try not to let it negatively affect your mental too much. And if it was something that was your doing, learn from the failure. That's like the default success advice from everyone. So what do we do with this new and kind of confusing perspective? So for me, I'm going to consistently work towards my goals and dreams to open myself up to higher probabilities of opportunities or lucky events to come my way. And this next part might throw you for a loop because this is completely paradoxical. Despite there being adversity out of my control, I will take complete responsibility for my future and tell myself that I am in full control of my destiny, even though I know that probability will always play a role. And to be even more paradoxical, I will view myself as a lucky person, and like the Ferrari, I will focus on my good fortunes and thus be more likely to open myself up for opportunity. If you disagree with anything I said or have anything to add, please leave a comment below. One of the next steps for someone to take more responsibility and control over their lives will be to take more control of their mind. So if you want to see how I try to master my mind, better control my emotions, and thus better control my entire life, then click this video on the screen right now. Also, subscribe for good luck.